Hey, what's up, guys? This is Alex. This is my first UFC prediction video. This is for UFC 144, Bindo versus Edgar, or Edgar versus Bindo, whatever. Quick shout out first to Kimbo White, to Surferkin, and BetMMA. I've been watching their videos for like a few months now, and they gave me the inspiration of actually producing my own video. So quick shout out to them. Links below. Check them out. Subscribe to them. Also comment on my video if you liked it or not. And also check out my website, heartandglory.com. I'm selling pretty awesome t-shirts. This is a hoodie that I'm not selling, but it's the same design of the t-shirt. So check out the t-shirt, heartandglory.com. Let's get started. First match is Bindo versus Edgar. Edgar is coming off of 4 pretty big wins against, well, pretty big, they're big wins, BJ Penn and Gray Maynard. It's very interesting that he's had 4 fights and only 2 opponents. Edgar has pretty much does the same thing in every fight. He's dependable of, using his footwork, his getting in and out, mixing up punches, really keeping his opponents guessing, and staying on his tippy toes. His latest fight was against Gray Maynard, knocked him out. Great way to end the trilogy. A great definitive way to end the trilogy. I've never, people always doubt Edgar. They're like, oh, he didn't really beat BJ Penn. Let's give him a rematch. He beat BJ Penn. Oh, he didn't really beat Gray Maynard. I had him scoring. He beat Gray Maynard. Oh, let's give him a rematch. He's one of those guys where you just really can't believe it because he's so small and spunky. So he's going against Ben Henderson. Ben Henderson has been, WEC light heavyweight champion. He's pretty much, something very interesting. He's been the underdog in so many of his fights against, Anthony Njokuani, against Shane Roller, against Cerrone, and then his second fight against Cerrone, the second fight where he submitted Cerrone in like 4 minutes or 3 minutes. He was an underdog. He was an underdog against Varner, underdog against Miller. I mean, this guy has always been counted out, even though he had the belt. And I think he's going to be counted out again against this Edgar match. But I think he knows. I think he has really high fighter IQ. He knows what Edgar's going to bring. And I hope he does, because Edgar's been doing the same thing for a few fights now. Ben has that smooth persona, sliding his hair back in the middle of the ring, middle of the fight. I'm like, come on, dude, you're gonna get caught with that. I think what's gonna happen here, I think Bendo's gonna utilize his leg kicks. He's gonna leg kick Edgar, try to demobilize Edgar's quickness, and he's going to, I think he's gonna wrap Edgar up in the second round. I have Bindo by second round submission. Yeah, I think he's going to shock the world. I really think he's going to shock the world. And he's going to end it quickly. Quicker than people think was going to end. I just see, people say Edgar's too quick for Bindo. I don't see that. Bindo went against Clay Guida. He rocked Clay Guida. I'm not saying Clay Guida has the same striking defense as Edgar, but come on. Come on. I think Bindo is able to adapt really easily, and I think he's gonna wrap up Edgar pretty quickly. If not, I see Bindo taking it by decision. Next fight is Quentin Rampage Jackson versus Ryan Bader. Quentin Rampage Jackson is so unreliable, and if you watch his interviews, he's out of it. I mean, his heart is not in MMA anymore. It's really sad watching his videos. You can tell he wants to be out of it. But he just came off of a loss to John Jones, where he did pretty well defensively. He actually went up in my books against his fight against John Jones. He's able to block and duck a lot of John Jones's striking. He's able to stuff a lot of John Jones's takedowns, get up from John Jones's takedowns, and overall, he's able to defend himself pretty well against, well, of course, not including the rear naked choke, but he was able to defend himself pretty well, and he lasted the longest against John Jones. So, yeah, well, not longest ever. Well, yeah, longest ever. I think that was 5-round fight. So, yeah, longest ever. I don't know. I don't care. It's really early. So then there's Bader, who has power in his hands. I mean, what does he have? Takedowns, wrestling. He's not gonna take down Rampage Jackson. He's not gonna take down. I would be surprised if Bader even punches Rampage's face. I think Rampage is quicker. I think Rampage is better at defense. Honestly, I see Rampage knocking out Bader, but it depends on which Rampage shows up. If it's the Rampage that he's promising us, where he's excited about the Japanese fans because they're so much better, then maybe it's the Pride Rampage that comes back. How long are we going to keep that up? Maybe it's the Pride Shogun's going to show up. Maybe the Pride Hendo's going to show up. Maybe the Pride Rampage is going to show up. Maybe it will. And if he does knock out Bader, I really hope he retires. So I have Rampage Jackson by knockout. Next fight is Kongo versus Mark Hunt. This is a pretty interesting fight. This could end very quickly, or this could be a really snoozer, because Mark Hunt gasses and Cheick Kongo has no killer instinct. Mark Hunt is coming off of a win against the Rothwell, and off of a knockout punch against Chris Chris, and so now he's going against Kongo. We all know what Mark Hunt wants to do. He wants to knock out Kongo standing. Kongo is coming into this with a win over Matt Mitrione. Oh, Matt Mitrione. I was pulling for you, Matt Mitrione. And then he's knockout. He knocked out Pat Barry. Anyway, so this is an interesting fight. You know, Kongo definitely has the height and reach advantage. They're both kickboxers. That's going to play a huge role. But can Mark get inside, get close enough to Kongo to knock out or to even, punch Kongo in the face? I don't think he will. I think Kongo's going to do what he did against Mitrione. He's going to fill out Hunt probably the first round and a half, and then he's going to actually start throwing some head kicks. I think he could knock out Hunt with a head kick, follow up some punches. Late round TKO, Kongo. Next fight, Akiyama versus Shields. Not that excited for this one. Akiyama dropped down. I don't know who told him to drop down. I mean, his problem is not that he's in the wrong weight class. His problem is he's going against top guys like Bisping and Belfort, and he hasn't worked himself up in the company. He should, after this fight. I don't know what's going to happen in this fight. Well, I actually do know what's going to happen. This is a prediction show. I have Shields pretty much grapple pitching Akiyama, a term that I got from Surfer Ken. He's pretty much going to lay on Akiyama, wrap him up, and submit him, I think. Shields is going to submit him in the second round. I mean, Shields is looking for a submission, isn't he? I mean, he just came off of a loss against GSP and Jake Ellenberger. He has to. If he wants to, there were rumors that he wants to go up to 185. And this is a weird situation. But if he wants another shot at the title, I guess he's going to have to, show he wants it. So I have Shields by late round submission, if not just by decision. Next fight is Boetsche versus Okami. Boetche's a big dude, but he gasses like instantly. His fight against Nick Ring, I mean, they were both gassing. It was pretty much whoever had the most strength at the end, and that was Boetche. That toss Boetche had was awesome. A toss into a crucifix. A top-mounted crucifix. That's awesome. That was awesome. That's how I remember Boetche. Because other than that, you know, Boetche is just some mid-tier guy. Okami's coming off his loss against Silva, pretty much destroyed by Silva. Okami was able to hold his own against Marquardt and Munoz. I think Okami is going to be able to handle Boetche. Boetche is going to try to use his strength to push Okami against his fence and try to wall install and, you know, maybe throw in some tosses. But I don't think Boetche is going to try to stand with Okami when it comes to striking. Okami has the edge there. I mean, he's not a good striker, but he has an edge against Boetche. I think Okami's going to use his strikes. He's going to use his superior wrestling. He's going to take it on down to a decision. Have Okami getting a decision over Boetche. Next fight is Lauzon versus Pettis. This fight right here is fight of the night. Wow. Okay, so we have Lauzon who's just coming off. This is really early, guys. I'm sorry. He's coming off his fight against Melvin Gillard. Oh, that was such an awesome fight. Such an awesome fight. Melvin came in so cocky. Oh, he was so cocky. He was dancing. Oh, he was so cocky. He just came in like he knew he was going to win. Lauzon rocked him. He got his back, and he submitted the fool. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I'm a big fan of Lauzon, first round Lauzon. Pettis is going against Lauzon, of course. He's just coming off a fight against Stevens, which was surprisingly close in my opinion. I didn't think Pettis. I thought Pettis was going to be able to handle Lauzon, Stevens better than what he did. Then he lost against Guida. Well, he won against Stevens, but he lost against Guida. But something that impressed me against his fight against Guida is he was very offensive, very aggressive on his back. He was throwing up submissions left and right. Guida always having to reposition, and so I think what's going to happen here is I know Lauzon wants to get it to the ground, but it's going to start off standing, and I think Pettis has the tremendous edge against Lauzon in the standing department. I don't think Pettis is going to be cocky as Gillard and just charge forward. I know Pettis is going to probably want to keep it standing, but Lauzon is going to want to try to take him down. He probably will be able to take him down, but I don't think Pettis is worried about being taken down. I think Pettis knows he's probably going to be taken down by Lauzon, and that's why I have Pettis winning by late round submission. Late second or third submission. Pettis could very well knock out Lauzon. Anything could happen, really. All right. Thank you guys for watching my predictions. It's gone a little long, but, whatever. This is my first time. I'm not good at time management. Make sure you guys check out my site, heartandglory.com. I'm selling t-shirts. I have a new t-shirt up. It's called Boetsche Glory. It was inspired by the match against Hendo and Shogun. Check it out, heartandglory.com. Follow me, Twitter me, comment below, just like. Don't dislike. Don't dislike if you think Edgar's gonna win. Just like, because we're all good beings. All right, see you.